All right, guys, welcome back to Ditch the Pavement, show where we talk about exploring life outdoors and getting away from it all.
Yeah.
My name is Presley. This is my girlfriend, Haley.
Hello.
And today we're going to talk about what your camping gear says about you. So something a little fun. We've seen these sort of memes and articles online,
Yep.
and we wanted to put our own spin on it and talk about it in a little more fun way.
Yeah.
So we're going to, and we're also testing out
Another new camera
studio
angle.
video layout. So if you're listening on Apple or Spotify, our episodes are also on YouTube in video format. So
Yes.
if you're looking to see what we look like or get a different spin on it, check us out on there.
Yeah, you can check out our boring background right now. It's just a dark blue wall.
Yeah, we're currently, if we like this setup here that we're trying out, we're going to try and do something back there.
Yeah, something that's interesting and cool looking. Not sure what yet though.
Yeah, if you have any suggestions, please let us
Please.
know.
Please help.
Yeah, because we need it. So today we're going to cover, as we mentioned, what your gear says about you, and we're also going to talk a little bit about,
What type we are, kind of.
yeah, and some people might fit into multiple categories, but everybody,
yeah.
I think, primarily fits into one.
I think so. They're the most like broad, and like common ones that you would see
Yeah.
at a campground.
Mm-hmm. So we'll talk a little bit about that, and then we're also going to.
I got a little camping themed 2 truths and a lie for you.
Okay, we've done this one time where if you pick that up in our last episode,
2 episodes ago.
2 episodes
We forgot last time.
Is that a stain on it?
No, I see that all day at work. I think it's part of the thing because you see it's like
Oh,
over
okay.
here too. I hope.
Um,
Bailey.
Hey.
No.
No toys. Go outside.
She has FOMO.
Yeah, she will never leave us alone.
Except for now.
Except for right now. Okay, she
kicked
listens.
her out.
She listens for a change.
She'll be back in a minute.
All right, so we'll jump right in.
Yeah.
You want to kick us off?
Yeah. Okay, so I think the one that we all know is the glamper. And if you've never heard of glamping before, it's glamorous camping or whatnot. And those are the ones that you see rolling up in their like fancy retro campers, and they've got like, they show up and then they have like a whole pop-up tent that comes out of it, and like they got their string lights on it, and they got their nice oriental rug out front, you know, all that stuff, like really living it up.
Their camping situation is almost as good as our daily living situation.
Yeah, exactly. And they're, you know, at the campground eating off real plates. They got nice silverware, an actual sink.
Yeah, I definitely, the thing that comes to mind is like a polished Airstream, like super shiny.
Oh yeah.
A nice truck pulling it.
Oh yeah.
But those people definitely stand out.
Yeah, they don't want to leave their luxuries.
Right. And I think in a way that's majority of people maybe at RV campgrounds, but also maybe not. There's some more rustic
Yeah.
people there too.
Yeah, there's like RV camping, and then there's glamping, which is like RV camping. You're in an RV, so you kind of have some of your normal amenities or whatnot, but then like it's not as nice as what you normally have typically. But then like glamping, it's like real fancy and chic and frou-frou-y and all that.
It depends where you come from.
Yeah.
Or what type of camping you primarily do.
Yeah.
Because
It's for the
some might
ones-
say if you have an RV, you're a glamper.
Some might, yeah. But like, I don't know. It's fun camping in an RV too, though.
Yeah, I can definitely.
They're more fun for like big cross-country trips, because then you just, if you have like a pull behind or like a pop-up, or like if you're actually in a thing, you know, it depends. But like it's really nice for just big cross-country trips.
Right. Yeah, that would definitely come in handy on those. So you can just stop and park. But I was going to say that maybe they're a lot less work than like backpack camping, but that's not true.
There's more initial setup, but like,
Yeah, like if I show up to the campground at the first time, the same time somebody in an RV or a pull behind camper, My tent's pitched, bed's made, and I'm sitting by the fire drinking a beer way before they are.
Yeah, because you gotta level it and you gotta chalk the wheels and all of that.
Put your generator out, all that stuff.
Generators are so loud.
Yeah.
They can ruin camping.
Depends on what you're doing. If you're at a NASCAR race, they come in handy.
Yeah.
Um,
So do carbon monoxide sensors.
yeah. So this next one.
Oh, you're not gonna explain that at all?
No. So this next one is the backpacker, which we just talked about a second ago, but that's probably on the opposite end of the spectrum as a glamper.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
Yeah, this person, when they get to a campground, they have one trip from the car to the campsite, and that's because they have everything in their backpack.
Yeah, literally everything's in their
Tent,
backpack.
food, everything, clothes. Probably don't even bring
I
clothes.
don't know. If they're a campground, they may have a cooler for their food to have more of real
Maybe.
food.
True. That's a luxurious item.
Yeah. For a backpacker, it definitely is.
Yeah, you might see them, depending on how many people they're with, they probably have a one-person bivy tent, but something super lightweight and easy to set up.
Yeah.
And that's what they like doing.
Yeah.
They're used to backcountry camping.
They've got their ultralight gear that you better have time to sit down and listen if you ask about it.
Yeah, and a big budget.
Yes, that is not cheap.
No.
Well, they're pretty simple.
They are.
Bare
It's the
minimums.
modern day hobo.
Yeah, they'll be in the same clothes the whole weekend.
They might change socks.
Maybe underwear
Maybe.
too.
Maybe underwear.
I hope underwear at least.
Depends on where you are. Yeah, they
Simple
don't.
setup. They got their tent. They have a fire, and that's probably about it. Probably
Totally.
doing a lot more of fire cooking rather than like with a cast iron or anything like that.
Yeah, dehydrated meals maybe. Depends on if they brought that cooler.
Yeah, I would think if you're at a campground, you'd bring the cooler.
Yeah,
Have
probably.
a little bit more real food.
Although some mountain house are good.
Yeah, you have a favorite?
Beef stroganoff is by far the best mountain house.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I haven't tried it.
There are some other good ones, but that one I'll probably always take. And that would be my treat item because it tastes like beef stroganoff.
Your treat item?
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone needs a treat on a camping trip.
We have different ideas of a treat.
Well, that's because I always carry all the stuff, and you just pick what to carry.
So the next type of camper that you'll typically see is the Boy Scout, aka also MacGyver. They're the ones that show up. They've got they have multiple trips to the car, to and from the car because they have lots of stuff. But they'll show up and they've got their paracord, their duct tape, their rain flies, their raincoat coats. They show up with a chicken, probably have a sword somewhere. They will come with everything and anything you can think of. They are prepared for everything.
Yeah. Their gear usually comes in totes.
Yes.
It's like 10 of them carrying a tote each. Back and forth, back and forth. It's like,
Exactly.
where are you putting all this?
Because they bring everything. They're prepared.
Their campsite turns into like a compound normally.
They've
Tables, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, they got their their kitchen area. They've got their tent, their coolers, big fire going. They have everything.
That's why Boy Scouts are in packs, groups, because you need all of them to set up everything.
That's exactly it.
Um,
They're actually called troops.
Troop. That's true.
Boy Scouts are called troops.
Not packs?
No. I think they're all called troops. I don't remember if Cub Scouts are called something different. I think they're all troops.
So the next group would be the unhappy family, which is usually, what's a good analogy? Something like Christmas with the Cranks, maybe?
Or no, what's the other one? National Lampoons?
Oh, yeah. That's what I was thinking of.
Clark Griswold. Clark Griswold.
Yeah, he's usually the type of person that would drive this, where this whole elaborate camping trip, super rustic, was planned by him, and he brings his family along, and then the kids are running around playing, they don't really care, and then mom is just pissed off the entire time, wondering why they're even out there. But yeah, they have, massive tent, 4-bedroom tent, where they're all sleeping in different cots.
Yeah.
But massive 4-bedroom tent, and then the dad probably set up himself while the kids are playing.
Absolutely. Kids aren't helping.
Yeah, mom is tweeting. Or
I thought you said tweeting.
Tweeting.
Like tweeting, like tweed. Then I realized you said tweeting.
Tweeting.
I was like, what the hell is
I'm
tweeting?
millennial. I don't know what tweet is. But yeah, you could.
They're easy to spot because you can hear the kids from a mile away.
The kids are playing swords with wooden sticks, and the mom is just not happy with it.
Dad's having to set up the tent, start the fire, get everything unpacked and whatnot while everyone else is just gone.
Yeah.
And they will usually probably try to get a campsite near the bathroom because they don't want to walk far for it.
That's a requirement.
Yeah. And then we have the rookie. That's your person that's like rocking all their Ozark Trail tent. They've got all the gear, but it's just all the wrong gear. And they're like trying to set up their tent, but they can't get it, and it takes them like an hour to set it up, and then by the time they try to get started on a fire, they can't get it started, and so they just go without it, and it just turns into a little bit of a disaster.
Yeah, they're the people reading the instructions on setting up their tent because they haven't done it yet.
Yeah. Don't be that person.
Pitch in if you see that person because they need some help.
Oh, yeah, because otherwise...
See what I did there? Pitch in?
Oh. Yeah, but they'll need the help because otherwise the tent's going to go in the trash and they're not going to stay.
Yeah.
Can be a little frustrating setting up a tent the first time.
It can be, but I feel like once you do it once, then you know your tent.
Yeah. Then you're
But it depends how many times you've set it up, I guess. Too.
Yeah.
Once or twice, and you should know how to do it by then. They're not.
Because it's usually not too many poles.
Yeah.
Unless you're setting up the family's 4-bedroom.
4-bedroom mansion. The redneck Riviera or redneck mansion or something.
Yeah. Oh, we had like a 3-room tent. It was like an L.
Mm-hmm.
The thing was huge, but it was nice.
It was red, right?
Yeah, and you could like stand up in it too.
I've never seen it put together, but I did see it packed away. It was like the size of a military duffel bag.
Yeah, it's a big thing when it's packed up.
How do you get that back in there is what I want to know.
I think it's very, very careful folding.
That is why I don't do that. Too much work. So we talked about 5 different categories, and I know where I stand. Do you?
Yeah, I think. I feel like I'm a little bit of a mixture of 2, though.
Okay. You want to go first?
Yeah. Like, I feel like, well, I don't know. I was thinking more of like backcountry camping where I would be the rookie, but like campground camping, I'm probably more of when I think about it, more of like the backpacker with like spritz of Boy Scout. I'll have like my pack that's just my stuff, but then like also want like the other stuff for like food and stuff because I don't want to be eating the rehydrated meals all the time. So I think I'm backpacker with little spritz of Boy Scout.
Okay. I think I'm totally backpacker.
Yeah, I think you are.
I hate making multiple trips and taking what I can't carry, and when the weekend's over, throw it all in my pack and go.
Yeah.
And I'm perfectly fine eating dehydrated meals or beef jerky, personally.
I will eat some beef jerky. I do love me some beef jerky. You ever had buffalo jerky?
Not sure. I think I've had elk before, though.
It's all good. It's all very good.
Yeah.
It's just so freaking expensive.
It is. You have to get a dehydrator and make it yourself. That's a lot of work, though.
Yeah.
Not worth it.
Not worth it to just get the $9 pack of beef jerky.
No, we just don't eat it like we do. Or hardly. That's like a stocking item.
Yeah, or it's like a road trip treat. Just getting some beef jerky.
Yeah, it is good. But if we're at a campground where the campsite is like right next to the car, we'll take the camp stove and pot set and stuff like that. I'm fine with that. But so I guess I don't know where we would fit in with that. But where would that fit in? That's just like basic
I said, it's
camper.
a little bit of the Boy Scout because I feel like you got everything with that kind of. So I feel like it's a little bit of the Boy Scout.
Yeah, I don't need trinkets and stuff like that though, like Boy Scout I think would bring. Obviously, backcountry camping, I'm backpacker.
Yeah. Definitely. Okay. I have to move my computer for this because I got little notes on the things. Oh, I can't see. Hold on. So we're going to round out this episode with our little 2 truths and a lie. Like I said, they're a little camping themed this time. Last time they were just vague nature. We learned that there are more trees on Earth than stars in the galaxy. That was the one that was really surprising me. And you contradicted yourself, so think about it this time. Think about it.
I knew the answer last time, but that's not what came out of my mouth.
No, it was not. Okay, here we go. Two truths and a lie. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In 2017, campers in the U.S. spent $1 billion on camping equipment. Crickets can calculate the temperature, and the 1927 Girl Scouts manual featured the first official s'mores recipe. Which one is the lie?
I feel like I'm nearly certain crickets can calculate temperature because I think that deals with the pitch or the velocity of their cricks. What would you call that?
Chirps.
Chirps. So I think that is true. And the first one was $1 billion in camping spent in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
$1 billion is a lot of money, but I think that could be true because there's a lot of expensive camping gear. And camping is one of those things where exciting event. So if you go to do it for your first time, you might spend a lot of money on different gear and doing stuff. It's a lot of stuff you don't need, but there's a lot of like, not stigma, but incorrect thinking that you have to have everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that could be true as well. So I'm going to go with the last statement about 1927 Girl Scout manual, first s'mores recipe, incorrect or false.
Final answer?
Yep.
You are incorrect.
Mm.
Also,
I didn't even know Girl Scouts were around 1927.
Yeah, I didn't know that either, but... So yes, the 1927 Girl Scouts manual did have the first official s'mores recipe, and crickets can calculate the temperature. You were right on that one. I did not know that. So you were kind of off on how they do it. You count the number of chirps you hear in 14 seconds, and then you add 40, and that's the temperature. I didn't know that. But the false statement was 2017 campers actually spent $3 billion on camping equipment.
So my thought process was right, but it was actually more than
Yes.
that. Okay.
Now, do you want to take a guess on what the number one purchased item was?
In sales or units sold?
Just the number one purchased. I'm guessing that was what was... I don't know. It just said the number one purchased item.
Okay. I don't know how this is going to play out. If it's...
I don't think it's based on money.
If it's not based on money, I would go flashlights.
Oh, you're right. That was the number one thing.
Because they're cheap and you have to have one when you go camping, so...
It said mostly it was tents, sleeping bags, and backpacks, which are the standard ones, but I was surprised that flashlight was the number one item.
Yeah, because I think if you're going camping for the first time, you just like use whatever backpack you have. Most people have a backpack. Maybe most people don't have a flashlight or a flashlight that's actually worth something.
People would have flashlights because people just keep like flashlights around their house.
That's
and
what
stuff.
I'm saying, but like terrible like Rayovac yellow
those
like
plastic
fluorescent ones. It's like, wow, I can't see anything.
You can see 3 inches in front of your face.
Yeah, that's like an ambient light if you want that.
Yeah.
But don't count on seeing much.
Now I want a s'mores. We have s'more stuff. I want a s'more.
Might have to. We'll have to microwave it. No need to start a fire because it's also pitch black dark outside.
Yeah, and it's only 6 o'clock.
Yay, fall.
Woo! Yay, daylight savings.
I think daylight savings is actually what happens in the summer.
I think daylight savings just ended. That's what
Yes.
it was. I think.
So you're incorrect.
Yay! No daylight savings.
Yay, normal time.
I don't know why I don't know why that's a thing.
To help farmers.
But how would?
You need daylight for farm.
Why can't we just keep that time all year round though?
Because that's not standard time. That is manipulated time.
Puerto Rico doesn't follow it.
They follow a normal time like right now. This is
Time?
standard.
So they don't observe it?
They do not observe daylight savings, which is what we just got out of. So it would be this
I
time.
want daylight savings all year round. I want it to be dark at 9 o'clock, not before.
Although I have been enjoying it being light when I wake up now.
Yes, that makes it a lot easier to get up in the morning.
Definitely.
I want it to be light when I get up at 6:30, 7-ish, and then stay dark till like 8 p.m. No, stay light till 8 p.m.
Ah, so you want the 2 months of Alaska time.
Yeah, but all year round. Let us know what type of camper you are.
I already did. I'm a backpacker.
No. I mean, not you, our people.
Oh, I thought you were asking me. My bad.
No, our audience.
Oh, yeah. Let us know.
Oh yeah. Glad you got on board.
Yeah. Let go.
Please don't hit the mic.
Sorry
with your
about
hand.
that. Well, guys, that wraps it up. We appreciate you listening. If you've enjoyed it, share this episode with a friend. We'd really appreciate that. Give us a follow on Instagram. It's Ditch to Pavement, and pavement is PVMT. And so check us out there. Interact with us. Send us a message if you have any episode ideas or
Wall suggestions.
wall suggestions. Yeah, we're currently looking for that. And as we mentioned earlier, you can also find us on YouTube if you want to watch the video. So check that out and get a new take on what we've been doing.
Yeah.
Um,
Change of perspective.
Yep.
See our now 3 different camera setups. See which one's the best.
yeah, we're always trying to get better and evolving and seeing what might be the best flow.
I think this could be it.
I think so, yeah. All right, guys, we'll take care and we'll see you out there.